She was looking at you, bitch.
I know.
Let me get situated. You know. What's up, YouTube? It's Kevin and Mikkel. We are back together after doing a hellacious video on Monday. I ain't gonna lie, I did not like both of those videos. I hated them, but you know, videos that I normally hate, people love for some reason. So, thank y'all for watching the BET Awards video. Right now it has over 100,000 views for our review, and we got a lot of new subscribers, so thank y'all for clicking that subscriber button. If this is your first time watching the Scorpion Show, you better click that subscribe button right now. Don't wait, click it right now. Just subscribe to our show. You know, it was a lot going on this week. You know, Beyonce released her new album 4. Alicia Keys re-released her album Songs in A Minor for the 10-year anniversary. So Alicia Keys has been doing shows. She's had specials for the album, but I think that Alicia should have released a song that she probably wanted to make a single and made a video for it. I think, you know, it would have been better other than just doing a BET thing and having a show in New York. But it was people seen it on the internet. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm just happy that Alicia put something else out. She got a lot of new songs on it, songs that was recorded from that time and demos, and it's a good thing. So if you can go to iTunes and buy it, I say get it. Especially if you're an Alicia Keys fan. We can get on to Beyonce in a little bit because she's going to be the bulk of this video. Missy Elliott had a Behind the Music on Wednesday, and it was just so good. And Missy is my favorite hip-hop artist, so you know I wasn't going to miss it. What did you think of it?
I liked it. Missy, it was interesting to learn a lot of stuff about Missy that I didn't know. Like, I didn't know that her father was like that abusive to her mom. I learned a lot about her illness that she has that I knew nothing about. I knew nothing about that.
Nobody knew about that.
What was really interesting to me is that I always noticed this, but I never ever said anything about her eyes. Her eyes kind of pop out of her head now. And it's like when she explained that on the show, I was like, that's why she looks like that. Because if you look at like video or clips of her from like 10 years ago, it doesn't, her eyes, the eye area doesn't look the same as it does now. And now her eyes are like a little bit more poppier. And she was explaining that, you know, that was one of the causes and side effects from the disease that she has, is that, you know, her eyes kind of popped out. But I really liked it. The emotional part to me was the part when she spoke about Aaliyah. That got me a little emotional. Another part that got me emotional was when her mom left her abusive father. You know, she made it big and bought her mom a big house. That was really nice too. It was just a really good behind the music. I really got to see a side of Missy that I never like saw before, and I learned a lot about her.
I kept saying how good her mom looked. Her mom looked real good, and she seems like a very, very happy person. So it was just good to see that, and you know, Missy always taking care of her mom and getting her mom that house, and you know, it was just so good. Like, I seen clips from the basement. Like, I heard about the basement all the time in Missy's story and Genuine Aaliyah tweet. She was in a group. You know, I heard about that stuff, but I don't ever recall seeing videos from it. So it was good to see that, to see where Missy came from. And, you know, when they played The Things You Do, I was like, oh my God, I used to love that song. You couldn't go nowhere without hearing that song. I was like, I'm going to go to iTunes and go buy it, right? So I go to iTunes. How about the song? It's not even on iTunes. So I'm over it. So I'm going to need everybody to write iTunes and tell them they got to put that song on there so I can buy the song.
So you can buy it.
Huh? Yeah, so I can buy the song.
So
now unless they want me to illegally download it. You know what? If you have the song, send it to me, please. Just email me the song, because I do love that song. And I have been a Missy Elliott stan forever, so you know I got all the albums and stuff. So, Missy, I'm still waiting on that new CD, but I'm not going to rush you no more, because you're going through what you're going through. So when you're ready, put that album out. That's all I'm saying. But I've been waiting for 6 years, and I don't want to keep waiting no more. So I need something. Release something, like leak something. You know how people be doing, leaking stuff, and then it really don't be leaked. But do something.
You tried it. You tried it.
No. Okay. So, and you know, everybody, Mikhail just told me we want to talk about this. Everybody
has been
planking.
Planking.
I mean, it was a big thing last year, and now it's like so much bigger.
I don't remember it last year.
Yeah, they was doing it last year. People was planking every damn where. And now it's like, it's the big thing to plank anymore. But the only time I gotta do planks is when I'm exercising, which isn't often. But, you know, that's when I do my planks. People been planking at Wendy's. I seen, or it was Lil Mo. She's doing it at Popeyes. People were planking.
Lil Mo planked at Popeyes.
Yes.
She should have been planking on this show. Because, you know, her publicist still didn't get back to me. You know, she emailed me. So plank on over to the Scorpion Show. You can plank all you want over here.
Yes, and we'll go to Baltimore. So,
and you can plank over there too, but yeah.
Why is everybody planking?
Well, you know, this is what I found out. Because this was my, like 2 weeks ago was my first time ever hearing or finding or seeing about it. I remember when I first saw the first 2 pictures of it, I looked at it and thought that it was fake. Because the first picture I saw, this guy was standing up at a urinal in the bathroom, and then his friend was like on top of the urinals, like, so I thought it was like a fake picture. I thought it was a fake picture. Either it was his friend or it was him. And then they just like put it together. So I thought it was a fake picture. I didn't pay anything to it. Then I saw another planking picture, and then I was just like, this is weird. I saw something like this before, but I can't remember where I saw it. Then I kept seeing it. Then my friend sent me a picture, a text message of him at work doing it. And I said, wait a minute. Who is that? And he wrote me back and was like, it's me. And I was like, why? Why are you doing that? And he was like, you know, it's planking. I'm like, what?
Do you get more followers from planking?
Well, I don't know what it is. You know, everybody's celebrities have been doing it now.
Yeah, it's just to be. It's like a new fad. You have to do it in a weird place.
In a weird public place. I saw somebody do it on an escalator. Those things on the escalators move.
While it was moving?
Like, I don't know. It was just a picture, but I'm thinking those things move. So how do you plank with that movement? Then somebody planked on the top of the McDonald's sign. How do you climb up to a McDonald's sign first of all to do that? I don't understand. But this is what I found out. There were a few people who were upset about celebrities and people planking because they said that it was something that had to do with slavery. Years and years ago, slaves were put on, you know, slave ships.
Boards and all of that.
And they were put face down and shackled, and, you know, that was the whole planking idea. So a lot of people were upset, and they were writing me on Facebook and on Twitter saying, can you guys please talk about this on the show and also talk about the origin of planking. So this is what I have to say about it. I think it's weird. I won't be planking unless I'm planking side by side with Beyonce. That's the only time I'll be planking. But I doubt if, you know, she's gonna do it with me. So, the whole slavery issue. A lot of people who were offended by it. You have every right to be offended by it. You know, if you feel as though it's offensive, fine. Me, I just think that there's a lot of things that were done years and years ago that happened to us African Americans or minorities, and a lot of people take it now and they kind of, you know, I don't want to say make light of the situation, but they don't. A lot of people do things because they don't know the origin of it. Like, I'm sure a lot of people who are planking, or a lot of celebrities who have done it, don't know where it came from,
or even thinking about
it, or are even thinking about it in that way. You know, they're just doing it to have fun. So, will you catch me planking? No. No, I don't want to plank. I don't find any interest in doing that. But I mean, I can't wait until this fad comes to an end because I'm tired of seeing it.
Somebody asked, make sure y'all talk about Amber Rose pictures.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? Look, I'm not gonna lie. Even though those were private photos of Amber Rose, I actually liked them. Don't ask me why, but I just thought that they were sexy pictures.
They were hot pictures.
I loved them.
First of all, it looked like a photo shoot.
It's not going to hurt Amber Rose.
No,
like,
it's not gonna hurt.
It's
not going to make or break her.
Those are some good pictures.
Those were probably the best nude pictures I've ever seen a female take privately.
And it was pretty.
And everything was pretty.
That's all I'm saying. Yeah. So, I mean, what you want us to go in on Amber Rose?
Because I'm not going to go in on her. This is the reason why I'm not going to go in on her. Because she said that those pictures, not only did she take those pictures over 2 years ago, but they were private pictures that she took for whomever it was that she was dating 2 years ago. Maybe it was Kanye West, I don't know. But she said that she knows that somebody who used to work for her, who no longer works for her anymore, she allowed them to use her laptop, as we all do when we trust somebody that we know. So you know what I mean? And I think that the person who did that to her, that was wrong.
Them photos.
Yeah, and that was wrong.
See, that's another reason why I don't let people go on my stuff, because I'm scared y'all gonna look at the pictures and stuff, and I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, see,
hold on, give me that right quick, you know?
Yeah, I think that was a little wrong for them to do that, especially when she trusted you to use her personal stuff and for you to turn around and do that to her. So, you know, I mean, like she said, she knew that these pictures had got out a few months ago, and so she was prepared. She said in her statement that she had prepared her boyfriend, Wiz Khalifa, and she also prepared her family so that when the day came that the pictures were leaked, it wouldn't be a shock to everybody close to her. So, you know, it's just unfortunate that somebody would take those pictures from her private collection and send them out. It's really sad. And I'm tired of people saying, well, she shouldn't have been taking them. Oh, come on. A lot of us, not all of us, but a lot of us have taken nude pictures for our significant others. I mean, I have. You know? I have. So,
So you do the sexting thing?
No, I didn't say I did that. I
I'm
said
just
I
asking.
have. I've done that. You know, when I've been away from my ex for a long period of time, and, you know, my ex needed to, you know, like in prison. Like prison. But you send new pictures to you so they can enjoy them.
Or y'all could just please each other through Skype. You know,
we never did that.
You know, people say I should go to Uvu, but I said no, because it looked like a lot of nasty, trashy stuff going on over there.
I see a lot of Uvu videos on Xtube, which gets me to wondering, are people recording and not knowing that they're being recorded?
You know what? I'm going to promote this website because, oh my God.
Which website are you going to promote?
It's called cam4.com. That website, you can look at people doing all kinds of stuff, and it's live. It's live on video, and they be doing all kinds of stuff.
Look at you!
Somebody sent me the link
a long time ago.
And it's a lot of people be having sex on. They be doing a whole lot of stuff. Cam4.com, check it out. I can't believe I just promoted the porn
I can't
site.
believe you just did that either. Can I just say one thing? I have nothing to do with that promotion, so please.
Well, he will be checking it out.
No, I will not be checking it out. Because my internet does not work. So I can't check anything out until my internet works. But let me write that down just so when my trip say no. I'm not writing that down.
He'll remember Cam. No, it's so easy. Cam4.com. And I'll be looking for my check. Cam4. Oh my God, somebody sent me an email.
I don't care about that. I don't care. I don't care. A lot of people send you a lot of stuff.
Okay.
I don't care.
All right, let's talk about something.
I'm starting to wonder, what is it that you're sending them?
Let's talk about some happier stuff. So, 2 days ago, y'all. First of all, let me start off by saying I found out that my aunt was in the hospital. I didn't know, and I was just feeling down. I was feeling sad and everything. You know, I went to the hospital. They said she's just resting, and today everything is fine. But on Thursday, you know, I just wanted to go there because I was just feeling bad. And then when I got home, I was just like, you know what? I'm not even going to go to the Beyonce concert. I'm not going to go. I'm going to just stay home. But then something was like, Kevin, no, you just need to go. Just go. So I text Mikkel and was like, this amp is still going. He didn't respond back, so I called him. And I said, you know what? I'm going. What time are you getting on the bus? We'll get there at 9:30. We get there at 9:30, of course.
The bus,
mega
not
bus.
New York. The bus.
Okay? The mega bus is never on time now. But you know what? For $10 or $12, you get free Wi-Fi and you get electrical sockets and all of that. I could deal with that. You know what you're getting into because they're never on time. But you know, I still had a good time with Mikkel. You know, we was out there talking, and Nitra, his best friend, she needs to come on the Scorpion Show because y'all would love her. She made the time go by real fast. And we get to New York.
Well, it was 4 of us.
Yeah, me, Mikkel, Rara, and
Anitra.
Rara had the nerve to ask me, why am I quiet? I'm not quiet. I was just, you know, chilling. You know, I'm going to go off if you want me to go off. But, we get on this goddamn bus, y'all. Well, I tell y'all, that was the Beyonce bus ride up hell. Because it was like 30 different Beyonce songs playing on this bus. So, you know, first of all, I'm not for that noise.
I don't live here. I don't need for you to sing with me, okay? Beyonce is a solo act.
Now, so here we go, you shady bitch.
But anyway, go ahead, tell your story.
So we on the. I couldn't take all this Beyonce, so I said, you know what? Leave my goddamn headphones on.
So basically, what he's trying to say is, everybody who was on that bus was on their way from Philly to New York to go see Beyonce.
And it was a bunch of queens.
It was a Beyonce.
And they was wearing some weird outfits. Let me tell you,
because they watched the show.
They watched the show, but they was wearing weird outfits, shit that I wouldn't wear. You want me to be quiet?
No, but I'm saying.
But shout out to them. That was cool. That was cool. But child. Then everybody wanted to play Countdown and sing to it. It was just a whole lot going on. So I put Gaga on and listened to her all the way to New York.
And he tried to put on Janet.
Oh, and I was listening to Janet,
and
yes.
That wasn't flying.
And then he tried to play Janet, talking about, who is that? Is that Janet? Who is that?
Who said that, man?
Yes, you trying to be shady. Don't do it, bitch, with all these Beyonce fans on this bus. So we take the train. I mean, we take the cab to Central Park. When we get there, the girls are just moving. That line was just moving so fast. And then, you know, Mikkel and I wanted to skip lines, and I said, look, I'm not for all of that stuff. So I seen Shannon. I said, oh yeah, Mikkel was going to leave us later today because he got some VIP pass to be up there to go see Beyonce. So he leaving us. So I'm gonna stay with you. So next thing I looked, they was like, nobody ain't moving. And I got a lot to say about this shit. So just hold on tight. Because Mikkel gonna talk in a little bit. Just hold on tight. So Mikkel is down there. I'm like, Mikkel like, are you okay? I said, yes, they didn't attack me yet. They didn't beat me up yet. You know, I'm all right.
Because every time we heard the noise where we was at, every time we heard people getting loud, we kept thinking they was trying to attack you.
Yeah.
So I kept saying, Kevin!
If the girls is gonna attack me, ain't nobody had shit to say. Everybody I met, oh my God, I love you, blah, blah, blah. You know, that was real nice. So me and Miss Shannon playing Family Feud and stuff, Angry Birds, and all of a sudden I just go to sleep. You know, because they was like, we not moving for 4 hours. So I said, okay. So I'm laying there asleep. Let me turn it on. I was laying there asleep. I was snoring, right? Because they told me I was snoring. So I wake up. When I wake up, there was people moving. And when I tell you that people were running, like I didn't have time to put my shoes back on. I didn't have time to do shit but grab my shit and just go with the crowd. And people was just running, knocking people over. And I just was like, you know what? This is fucked up. All of this for Beyonce. Like, I was feeling like there could have been more crowd control from the police officers. You know that is going to be crazy. And for them to not be able to handle this situation, it was just messed up. I'm like, you're trying to get in front of me to go where? We're all in the same fucking position. Like, why are you saying, oh, he's not moving fast? Bitch, you want me to move fast? No. And I kept being smart by putting my arm out so she couldn't go past me. So then they said again, you know what? All the girls that made it across the street, we get to the beginning, they're like, oh no, y'all gonna be here for more hours. So I try to sit down and, you know, relax. And the girls, one girl, she was just mad because I sat down. I said, look, I'm sitting the fuck down. I'm tired of standing. I've been standing up, you know, all this time. So my leg go to sleep, and then I'm like, you know what, I gotta get up. Then it was like this rumbling in the back. Like people were like fighting and shit. You know, it was just a lot going on.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Why do you still have the wristbands on?
Oh, because I didn't take them off yet.
They didn't come off in the shower?
No.
Did you take a shower?
Yes.
Okay.
Did yours come off?
You don't see them on.
Oh, okay. Well, shit, I still got mine on. Now who mad?
I'm looking. I'm like, wait, is that what I think it is?
So you see it all wrinkly looking?
Yeah, I do.
It.
I wasn't trying it.
Did you take a shower? This bitch just tried me.
Because it's in paper or something. Like, why didn't it come off?
So you know I was reading Beyonce and them. I said, you know what? I would never do this shit again. Fuck this shit. I don't give a fuck who it is. I'm not sleeping outside. I'm not getting bit by mosquitoes. I'm not doing this shit no more. These girls want to fight, and some of them probably don't like me. If they see me, then they be ready to fight me. But next thing I know, you know, the sun was rising and it was shining, you know, and then Mikkel called me telling me about the other girls that tried him. And, you know, I'm mad because I'm like, if somebody tried him, I'm not there. Somebody tried me, I ain't got nobody to help me. Miss Shannon, I mean, she all right, but, girl. So, I called Mikhail, and then he called me back. And this is the story that he just told. This is what he told me. Tell him what you told me.
Okay, so wait, can I start my story?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay,
yes.
I'm gonna start my story. So of course, you know, I got a text Thursday evening when I was getting ready to go to New York with Kevin and everybody from Shamar. Shamar is one of my Twitter friends, and he's also he watches the Scorpion Show. Shamar has been like one of my internet friends ever since our MySpace days, and I want to make sure I get his Twitter name right.
Shamar1.
His Twitter name is Shamar1, the number 1. And he hit me up. He texted me and was asking me. He said to me that he had an extra VIP pass to be in the front row at the concert at Good Morning America. He said that he had emailed Columbia and they had sent him, you know, and so he asked me if I wanted to go, and I was like, okay, but I was telling him that I had people that I was going with, and I was asking him, you know, if it was possible, and he said he couldn't. And at first I was a little skeptical of leaving everybody, but then I said, well, wait, they're all together, and it'll be fine. We'll all work it out. So I didn't 100% think that it was going to work with me and the whole VIP thing, but it did. And Shamar and I, we went to the VIP section because it was like a different line. We went to that section around 4 in the morning. We waited there. We had to wait until 5:30 for the people from Beyonce's camp to come to Central Park to give us our wristbands, because we didn't have them. There was a lot of people that was a part of VIP. I was shocked. There was a lot of people who had got invited. So one of the first familiar faces of Beyonce's team that I recognized that arrived was her publicist, Yvette Noel Shore. I hope I said her name right. And so Yvette came with her crew, and they were there passing out the flags. I don't have my flag with me, but it was like the red flag, if you guys seen the picture.
Oh, I was supposed to wear my flag on my head today. Should be in my book bag.
I don't have the flag with me, but she came, and she was, you know, passing out the wristbands that you see that Kevin has on. The team was passing out these red flags for the people in the VIP. If you guys watch Good Morning America and you saw the people with these flags, those are the people that were like in VIP.
No.
Yeah, because they're going to really say you look fat with a bib on. Because it looks like a bib.
I'm going to fuck you up.
It looks like a bib.
You know what? He just tried it. I'm going to just I'm going to lay her right there.
Yeah. So I'm standing in line. So me and Shamar and the rest of the group, you know, we're all just standing there talking, still waiting to be escorted to the actual stage part. So we're with the wristbands and stuff, and all of a sudden, Yvette, Beyonce's publicist, and I can't remember the young lady's name, but I think her name was Amber. She also works for Beyonce. I forget the title that she said that she holds. They come over to me in a line and they're like, "Oh my God, I know you," and I'm like, because of the fact that the whole time we were there, Yvette, you know, was like walking past and doing her job, and I knew who she was because I've seen her plenty of times with Beyonce. And if you guys are trying to figure out who I'm talking about, if you guys have seen the Piers Morgan interview that Beyonce did, Yvette is the woman who, when Beyonce gets out the car with Piers Morgan to go to Harrods, she's the woman who helps her out the car. She has on a similar dress like Beyonce's, but hers is all gray. She's like the dark-skinned woman. You can't miss her because she's standing right there next to Beyonce. But that's her publicist, and she's been her publicist for years. So to have Beyonce's publicist come up to me and say this stuff, I'm like, oh my God. And she was just standing out. She was just like, oh my God, I watched your show, this and the third. And she was telling me, you know, I love how you be going off. And I saw the video where you got so-and-so together about the Lady Gaga situation. And she was like, sometimes you be slacking and I be yelling at my computer, get it together, get it together. And I was like, oh my God. And this was like the first time out of all the people that I've ever met involving Beyonce, including Beyonce herself, this was the first time I started to get teary-eyed. And I really started getting teary-eyed. I was like, oh my God, oh my God. And she was like, you know, where's your partner? And I was like, he's somewhere at the, in the regular line. She was like, oh, well, you have to get him on the phone so he can come. So that's when I called Kevin. And I told Kevin, you gotta get out of that line right now. Beyonce's publicist just came over to me and she's giving us free VIP passes, so you need to come right now. So Kevin, you know, he got a line, so we finally got Kevin to where we were. So, you know, we go in and we're front row, but we're front row off to the side of the stage, but we're still front row. So we're waiting for like 2 or 3 hours for Beyonce to come on stage. Okay, Beyonce, this is the little gripe I have with you. Because I had to pee. I hadn't peed since early Thursday morning. And here it is, 6 o'clock in the morning, Friday morning. So you know my bladder was on full, okay? Full. I had to pee so bad. You know, the mamas and the band, and everybody came out to do sound check, and Beyonce didn't come up. So I'm like, well, okay, but Beyonce must be coming out doing the regular show. So Beyonce finally came out. She rocked the stage. Now, this is the part that was very funny to me. Where we were, like I said, we were front row, but we were kind of off to the side. So Beyonce rarely, and I do mean rarely, looked over to where we were.
Because I was there first.
I mean, as loud as I got, because I did get loud, I kept yelling Beyonce. When the crowd would get quiet, I would yell Beyonce. It got to the point where I had to be the ringleader for our section. 2, so every time the crowd got quiet, I was the one who said, okay, at the count of 3, we're going to say we love Beyonce. So I would count, and then as soon as I got to 3, my section would all yell, we love Beyonce. And Beyonce would like, and then like look away, and I'm like, who the hell doesn't Beyonce like over here? Because she's not looking over here to us. So then finally it got to the point where I was getting tired of yelling. So I was just like, you know what, Beyonce, girl, I'm going to pay it. Because you ain't paying us no mind over here. So finally.
And no. Because it was louder crowds.
Yes.
And behind us. And I'm like, now you know what? You're not going to look over here?
Yeah, but she's looking
She acknowledging them.
But she looked
we love you, Beyonce. She like, hi.
And then we would say it, and she'd just be like,
child, please.
And it was like, what? I kept saying there's somebody over here that she don't like
while looking at
him. And then all of a sudden our section started looking at him too, like, well, damn, she must don't like her. So mind you, it was some people from Beyonce's team. Now they contacted me before. I ain't gonna say no names, okay? But I said, Mikkel, that was definitely shade. Mikkel was like, was it shade? I said it was definitely shade. But anyway, you know, Beyonce threw us a little bit of shade, but she made up for it. She made up for it. She made up for it. Okay, so Beyonce performs Single Ladies. So, you know, she's working the stage, not working our section, but she's working the stage. So then finally, I remember off the tour, this is my first time seeing Beyonce perform in person since 2009. So I'm remembering that Beyonce, when she does this certain part of the song, she always comes over to this part of the stage. She has to. It's a must. So I'm seeing her walking over, so I'm like saying in my head, all right, this is my chance. So I climb up on the gate that we're leaning on, and I'm leaning on the guy in front of me, and I just point my hand out like this, she's going to see me now. So I'm pointing at her like this. So she goes,
something. I don't know what she's saying.
I'm the one you want, because if you don't, you'll be alone. And so the whole time, me and Beyonce are singing that to each other. So I watched it today, but people sent me the link. You can't really see me you can see her singing it, but you don't know who she's singing it to. Well, she was singing it to me. And Kevin got it on camera, but he only got my head and not her, which is cool.
Because he wouldn't sit the fuck down.
But I had to get her attention.
I know.
I had to get her attention.
But what he missed, because he went off because they were singing together, but what he missed was that crazy look when she looked back, like her face was just like looking weird. Like
she gave me like a crazy look. And I didn't realize that she looked at me, because as me and her were singing to each other, you know, we was all giving us those diva looks, like mother, like son, because that's what we was doing, you know, because she taught me well. So, you know, we're singing to each other, and then when she walks away, I turn around, I'm like, oh my God! And then all of a sudden, everybody around me is like, look, she's looking at you, and I turn around, I'm like, what? And she's walking away. Okay. And they're like, she just gave me this crazy look, and I'm like, I missed it. So apparently she gave me this real stank look, like, and I missed it. But the decent part is, what's his title?
I can't remember. I think he's the executive director. I can't remember his name though.
Yeah,
but I know I met him before, and I know exactly where I met him. And it wasn't at First Friday. It was in New York at Secret. It was at Secret. That's where I met him. But he wouldn't tell me who he worked for.
He wouldn't tell you who he worked for.
He wouldn't tell me who he worked for.
He said, "I know you, but you don't need to know me. But just know that I know you."
And he
come to find out,
yes,
he worked for Beyonce. So anyway, he spots us in the crowd, and he's like, I want to do an interview with y'all for Beyonce's thing, for her website. So he goes and he gets us 2 backstage passes, and he tells security to let us through. So security's letting us through, and you know, everybody's looking at us while we're going backstage, and I'm like, hi, you know. So anyway, no, I wasn't like that. So we get backstage and we do like our little interview with the guy. So then he's like, yeah, just stay back here, just relax and stay. So we're backstage, and by this time, this is when Beyonce performs "End of Time," which I found out today they didn't air on TV. But she performed "End of Time," and me and Kevin, we was like backstage on the side watching her. Standing right next to Robin Roberts.
Yeah, she is so pretty.
She is pretty. Mind you, I kept telling Kevin, I remember I read her ass on that video. I read her pieces on that video, okay? On that Chris Brown video. But we were standing right next to her. I should have spoke to her too, but I didn't want to speak, and then she'd be like, oh yeah, I know who you are. And I'm like, yeah, I know who you are too. Because everybody seemed to know who we was, but we didn't know her. So by that point, we didn't know who knew who we were.
I was overwhelmed a bit. I'm like, oh, these girls probably gonna whip my ass because they be knowing what I be saying. And Yvette made sure she let me know that she catches all the shade. But I said, you know what? I know, because Mikkel, I said they get on Mikkel too. Gaga and them. But you know what? You know what I love about it though is that people still respect our opinions, and they didn't treat me no different no matter what I say. Because when I critique, it's not to be mean. I don't say mean, negative stuff. Now, in the past, I probably said some shady stuff, but it never came from a hurtful place. If I'm giving my opinion about somebody, I'm going to be truthful about it. If I don't like something, if I feel that they better than what they doing, I'm going to say it. So for people to still recognize me and still want me to come, get the treatment, and, do this interview, like, that is a whole lot. That means a whole lot to me. And, that people truly value opinions. Even though, some people might say it's shade and it's hateful. And I think that people need to know the difference from critiquing and shade. And just because somebody may say something that you don't like, it's not shade. And with me saying that, it was just like, my Twitter was on fire yesterday. There was so much hate and so much negativity. Like I was saying to myself, now I see why some people do kill themselves. It was just so much hate. And like Anitra, she couldn't believe it. Like, she was like, are you making this stuff up? I was like, no, you can read this yourself. And I couldn't block anybody through my phone. It was just so much. But you know what? To me, that was just a test. Because there's going to be more hate to come. Because when we get on TV, you're really going to hate me. So you better get used to seeing my face, and you better get used to people doing a lot of stuff for us, because you cannot block our blessings, and you are not going to take what God has for us from me. You're not going to take it away from me, and I'm not even going to give you that joy and that satisfaction by acknowledging you anymore. But just, you know what, I just say thank you, because I passed the first test, and I can pass any more tests that's coming my way.
I know that's right.
So
because I like the fact that yesterday it wasn't about, because everybody knew who I, as far as being a Beyonce fan on the show. I love the fact that Yvette wanted both of us to be back there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't just me. She wanted both of us to be back there. And once we got back there, she wanted us to both stay so we could, meet Beyonce. Now, Beyonce, it was about 5 people that Beyonce had to do a meet and greet with, because Beyonce had another, prior engagement that she had to go to after Good Morning America. So after she met with those 5 people, in her trailer, she came out and she met with 2 handicapped girls who were from the Make-A-Wish Foundation, and she was with them the longest. She was with them for like a good 20 minutes, just sitting there talking to them. And we were standing like some ways away from her, and she was coming in our direction to leave out. So as she was coming, Yvette was walking her down, just kind of pointing people out. And Beyonce, and I was like the first person that was right there, and Beyonce, I think she kind of walked past me at first.
Yep.
Yeah, she did. And she, I said hi, I didn't want to reach out and grab her or anything like that, because they kept saying that
Julius would knock his ass out.
Oh, okay, because they kept saying, security said that she had to leave.
Okay.
She had to leave. So you can't stop and say that. But, Beyonce was saying hi to everybody as she was leaving out. And she did walk past me at first, and she, said hi, and then she came back, and she gave me a hug, and I just was like, oh my God. And I whispered in her, I don't know if I whispered it, I don't know if you heard me.
I didn't hear you.
Yeah, I whispered in her ear, and I just told her that she did such a good job, and she said thank you. And then, Kevin was sitting right next to me. After she gave me a hug, and I told her that, she said thank you, I kind of blacked out, so I didn't realize what happened, but I didn't remember Kevin saying, let Kevin say it.
I wasn't saying nothing. So what do I have to speak to Beyonce for? You shady bitch. No. Let me tell y'all what happened. When I seen her, I'm like, she looks exactly the same in the pictures in the video. I was starstruck. I had that Janet moment again where I couldn't say shit. And you know, I gotta change, but look, bitch.
I was so upset. I was like, wait, he didn't say anything.
Couldn't say nothing.
And she was right, mind you. She's
like this.
Like this. Because she walked past me and then she stopped and then she came back over and she gave me a hug and then it was Kevin was next. And then I guess she probably was waiting that Kevin was gonna say something. He didn't, so then she kept it moving. He didn't say anything. What you gonna say? You could have gave her a hug too.
No.
But can I just say this, Beyonce? You did get makeup on my shirt. And I did wash it. A lot of people was like, how come you wash it? I done met her so many times. But yeah, you did get makeup on that shirt. But it's alright, because I spilled syrup and everything on that shirt. You know, syrup was all over it. It's alright, girlfriend. But I was so upset that Kevin didn't speak. But he did. She was pretty, very pretty, and she was very nice because even though she had to leave, she still took the time to shake people's hands and say hi to them as she was walking by. But she was very pretty.
That whole experience was just fun.
Yeah.
It was fun for me, and you know, I'm glad that it wasn't shade. Because you know what? I don't know how they, you know, I always say like, well, is they going to treat me different and everything? So, and you know, Yvette is just ready. She's ready for us to be on TV just like everybody else.
Because Yvette kept saying, how come when her publicist kept saying to us, how come you guys are not on TV? You guys need an agent. If you guys are on TV, you making millions of dollars. Like, girl, shut up before I hire you and take you from Beyonce and you become my publicist, girl. Shut on now. But shout out to Yvette, okay? Because I know you were excited and you kept asking when were we going to put this video up. So here it is. So I'm going to give shout out to Yvette, a personal shout out to her. You got my information now, girl. So call me, email me, and we're going to make this thing happen.
Yes, because Mikkel can't miss out on no more stuff, okay? Okay. Because I thought it was shade when Mikkel wasn't at that.
I thought it was shade too. I was just like, what? You know, and I gotta give a shout. I'm like, why am I not?
They picked the most popular people from Twitter. What?
No, the internet. The internet. It's like, what? What? And I was like, wait. But I don't think she had anything to do with that. I think that was all of Columbia. But I'm thinking like, I didn't want to, but I didn't complain.
But wait.
I did not complain. I kept a stiff upper lip.
Look, me and Mikkel gonna have to do a good job if we're gonna stand for people because let me tell you, the Shamar, he knows everybody. He does that. He does that. And she does that. And she works in this department and that department. I'm like, damn, y'all is that into somebody like that? You know, that's the real stands. I said, because when I was at that Janet thing, I didn't know who the bodyguard was. I didn't know a lot of stuff, okay? And they just was blowing me out the water. I said, damn, how y'all got time for all of this? No. But it was fun. It was fun. It was an experience I will never forget. You know, and thank you to, it was so much hate, I couldn't even see all the good stuff through my Twitter. I had to take a Twitter break yesterday. But just thank you to Beyonce's team for taking care of us. You know, not throwing me. Well, you know, Yvette threw me under the bus a little bit.
No, she did. She threw you under the bus when it was just us.
Yeah, but it was fine.
She didn't throw you under the bus.
But she did compliment my skin tone. So thank you so much for that. You know, and I don't look 30 like some people were saying. But
dirty.
30.
Oh, 30. I just said 30. I was saying you don't need dirty. Can I just say this? Yeah. A shout out to Yvette. I can't remember the other two.
I think her name was Crystal.
No, I think she said Amber with the A.
Amber with an A.
I think it was Amber. But the young lady who had on the black and white striped dress, who brought Yvette over to me, shout out to her. She knows who I'm talking about. If she's watching, I'm sorry I can't remember your name. Then also shout out to the other young lady who was with her, who was wearing the all black with her hair in a ponytail. Shout out to her because she was the one who recognized me when I was standing in line by myself and told them that I was standing there. I was like, yeah, that's what it's going. He's here. Winning. So thank you so much. So thank you to Yvette and the other two young ladies who were so nice enough to come up and point me out. It was something that I will never forget.
Oh my God! Wait,
can I just give one nice shout out?
Go ahead.
And I want to give a shout out to Beyonce. Beyonce girl, I always give you shout outs, but I'm definitely gonna give you another shout out because you did not have to stop and give me a hug, but you did. Thank you, babe.
Wait. Somebody was just as famous as Beyonce on that stage yesterday. And this has to be said, okay?
Okay, say it.
Ashley! Ashley, we love you! Woo! Ashley! They was going off for 40 days and 50 nights about Ashley.
Beyonce's backup dancer.
Yes.
Ashley.
They went off for Ashley. You know?
They were screaming for
I
her.
could. Even when Beyonce was on the stage, they were still shouting Ashley. So here go Mikkel. Hi, Beyonce.
No, remember I said hi, Kimmy, to the other
Oh,
dancer.
yeah, Kim.
And she looked at me. She was like, who is that?
You might not know me,
I was
girl.
like, you might not know me, girl. But I'm going to just say hi to you since they all saying hi to Ashley. She was like, oh, hey, boo. Because they was yelling Ashley. And I was feeling bad because wasn't nobody else shouting out the other dancer. So I looked at Shamar. I said, Shamar, what's her name? Because I know you know. Because I know you know. They ain't told me.
Then they're like, oh, the other girl, the drummer not there no more.
Oh, well, I knew she was
Asian girl.
And the new
they was going,
yeah.
and they was mad. Like, don't nobody know her. Like, damn, y'all be going in like that. Like, But that whole thing, again, fun. I'll be looking forward to going to more events, but not free. Only if I got VIP treatment.
Yeah.
Because I am not doing no more overnights.
Yeah.
No
so
more
this
overnights.
way, if you got VIP, then you know that you... because overnights in the park... No.
I almost got stampeded over. And you know what? People did not care if they were stampeded over.
Oh, no.
That was...
And there was two little small kids who were laying where we were. And Rara kept saying, I hope the mom gets them up in time before we start moving. Because if we don't, these people are going to run all over them, you know? So, but I had so much fun. I'm so glad that we all were able to do that. I'm so glad that you were able to come. Because that would have been
everything happened for a reason.
Everything did happen for a
reason. It was so perfect.
So shout out to Shamar again, because Shamar did not have to invite me, and he did. Because had he not invited me, none of that would have happened. So yeah, everything did happen for a reason. There was a reason why Shamar invited me. So thank you to him, and thank you for everybody else. Yvette, the other two young ladies, Beyonce. I can't stop saying thank you to Beyonce, because Beyonce, girl, you did not have to give me a hug.
That show was fun. And let me tell y'all, in the time, I love that performance.
Oh, I can't.
You know my favorite song.
Beyonce came out on that stage and she was ready to perform. Like, she just came out there ready. So I kept saying to myself, if this is any indication of how the tour is going to be, because you know it's going to be much better than what that was. But I just can't wait. Now, I got to give a shout out to my mom. Because apparently my mom and my sister was in the doctor's office yesterday, and when they were in the waiting room, my sister told me today that there was a bunch of people in the waiting room and they were watching Good Morning America. And my mom had the nerves to tell everybody in the waiting room, yeah, my son, he's friends with so-and-so over there and this, that, and the third. And my sister said she got so embarrassed. And my sister was like, the people in the thing was like, for real? Oh, he is letting. My mom was like, yeah, she was showing them the pictures with me and Beyonce. I was like, so can you just imagine? We're not even big yet, but can you just imagine once we get big?
I can't wait to meet your mom. You know, I never met his mom yet, yo.
Never met mom.
Or his father.
No, he's never.
Whenever y'all have a block party, I'm going. So just let me know.
If we have, I hope we have one this summer before school starts. Before my sister goes back to school.
I was thinking. Let me know what you think. I was thinking that we should go to New York.
Oh, I thought you was about to say a break.
We should I was thinking about a break.
Yeah,
but we should go to New York and have like a meet and greet with our fans.
But how is that going to possibly work?
I do not know.
I don't think,
because I don't know who's going to make the food, but I think that
I don't think we're big enough to do that.
I think we are.
I
think we have a big fan base, because it was too many people stopping us in New York.
That was really
it was a lot.
You know what's so funny? Can I just say this real quick? So when I was walking with you to come and get you to bring you to, I was walking with Yvette's daughter, who's beautiful, and a lot of people kind of thought it was Beyonce that morning when she was walking up with Yvette, but then, we realized it wasn't her. But I was telling her, I was like, when you were walking up with your mom, a lot of people thought you was Beyonce. She was like, well, why would Beyonce be walking up? And I was like, yeah, that's the same thing I said too. So as me and her were walking, people were stopping me and was like, oh my God, Miguel. So then she was like kind of confused because she didn't know anything about me or the show. So she was like, and every time I would hug them and say hi, the last time I did it, she was like, wait, what do you do again? Like, who are you? Why are all these people? So she was so confused, she didn't even know. And I was explaining to her. And she was like, well, what's the show called? And I was like, I was like, yeah, your mom watches. And she was like, oh, I gotta make sure I watch it. I was like,
you better.
Yeah, bro. Promotion, okay. But I don't know. I wouldn't mind doing it. I just don't want to get to New York and only 10 people come.
I wouldn't care if 10 people came. Like, I think we should do something. What?
What happened? It'll smell a lot better.
I don't know. But them cats, that cat box was a mess.
Oh.
But anyway,
why should you just say that? I I don't live here.
But let us know what should we do. Let us know. Because I think we should do it this summer.
You heard what she said? Because I am who I am.
Goodbye.
That's a new album title. I am who I am.
Don't steal that one, okay? Don't do it. But
Tiffany Evans, you said you were looking for an album title on Twitter today. That's a new title. I am who I am.
I'm tired of the I ams, okay? As I am.
I am.
I see that cat don't like me. It don't like me.
No, she was just showing you affection.
I don't like that type of affection. I don't like hairy stuff on me.
Oh, alright.
Nope. I'll tell you about that when the camera's off.
Okay.
All right.
So you would never wear a fair coat, huh?
Oh no, I don't do fur.
So I'm taking these off. I mean,
I don't believe in that.
Woo. So thank y'all for watching. We'll be back with a new video. We probably have one video next week because I'm going to Atlanta and Monday is a holiday.
Oh, you
so
are going to Atlanta. He's fancy.
Yeah.
He's going to go see Rihanna. Oh no,
Look,
you're not going to go see her.
Not. And Vontae's trying to get me to go to Birmingham, Alabama on Monday night to see Rihanna. I don't know.
What are you going to do Monday night? Because you know they're all going.
I'll probably stay in the hotel. And I'll do something. Probably be at the Daiquiri Factory or something.
Something involving liquor. He'll be there.
Yeah, I'll be there. Oh yeah. I'm doing my own. I'm doing 3 cities for this summer.
For this tour?
Atlanta. Yeah, for my tour.
What tour?
The Kevin Simmons vacation tour.
Oh, I said I was going to do
and
3
you
cities
gotta
for
get paid.
Beyonce's tour. Oh, thank you. I said I was going to do 3 cities for Beyonce's tour. Philly, New York, and Atlanta. Atlanta because of the fact that we know a lot of people in Atlanta. And I feel more comfortable because of the fact that I know, a good amount of people.
Well, if everything goes right with Uncle Sam, I'll be able to go to all of those tours.
With Uncle Sam? I thought Sam was your brother.
No, I'm talking about Uncle Sam.
Oh.
Uncle Sam. You see what that? Do you see those 3 letters over there, Sam?
United States, Sam. Yeah.
Do you? Look,
the IRS.
Okay. They is like, girl, we is coming after you. So, yes. So I got my 3 tours.
They'll come after you, all right. They will shut this show down. Shut this shit down.
So here you go.
And then I'll be free to freelance on somebody else's show.
It ain't happening. Ain't gonna happen. So anyway, thank y'all for watching. We'll be back with 1 video next week. Sorry, y'all. Don't curse us out. But it's going to be a good video.
Well, it'll have to be 1 video because we're doing this video today, and this is not something that we usually do.
On the weekend. What she said?
What? They able to freelance with me.
Well, they'll be able to freelance with her.
Oh, she ain't going to work with no Mikkel. No video.
No, she's talking about freelance. Oh, I don't know what she's talking about. Wait, I'm lost. What are you talking about?
She said nevermind.com.
Nevermind.com.
And shout out to Tamar too, because I texted her yesterday.
Oh, and she texted me yesterday after I saw Beyonce, and she was so excited, and she was like, I know you fainted, I know you was happy, I'm so happy for you. So shout out to Tamar. Shout out to Michelle too, because Michelle texted me last night saying she heard that we was in Beyonce.
I said, girl, them stands attack me.
And when she said, don't tell me what she said.
No, I'll tell you what she said. I'll show you what she texted me.
I'll show you what she texted me.
No, she gave me some advice.
Oh. I said the same thing. Because it's true, they are. It's very true. So. It's very true. That's why I've come to notice now, I don't even go back and forth with her. Don't even.
So, yeah, it was fun day. I will never forget July the 1st. That's all I'm saying. But think I'm going to be sleeping in parks and shit?
No.
Nope. Not unless it was for a Janet thing. And if Janet did something in Central Park, I would do it.
Well, I would expect you to do it for,
I don't.
I'm not going to do it for any. Excuse me. I'm not going to do it for anybody because it was just too much. So Beyonce girl, only for you. Only for you.
See y'all next week.
Bye.